I still remember the day I stumbled upon the old trunk in my grandmother's attic. It was dusty, worn, and had a peculiar smell to it. As I lifted the lid, a faint scent of lavender wafted out, transporting me to a different era. Inside, I found a collection of old photographs, each one more intriguing than the last. They depicted people and places I had never seen before. Yet something about them felt eerily familiar. As I flipped through the stack, I noticed a stranger in many of the photos. He was a tall, gaunt man with sunken eyes and a sinister grin. At first, I thought he might be a relative, but the more I looked at the pictures, the more I realized he didn't quite fit in. He seemed out of place, like a ghost hovering in the background. I felt a shiver run down my spine as I turned the photos over, searching for any clues. Some had dates and names scribbled on the back, but none mentioned the stranger. I decided to ask my grandmother about the photos, but she seemed reluctant to talk about them. She muttered something about the past being better left alone and quickly changed the subject. I couldn't shake off the feeling that there was more to the story, so I continued to dig through the trunk. I found more photographs, each one revealing a different aspect of the stranger's presence. He was in pictures with my ancestors, standing in the background, watching, waiting. I started to feel like I was being watched too, and the sensation sent chills down my spine. One night, I decided to scan the photos and enhance them on my computer. As I uploaded the images, I noticed something peculiar. The stranger's eyes seemed to follow me, even when I changed the angle of the photo. I rubbed my eyes, thinking it was just fatigue. But when I looked again, his gaze still seemed to be on me. I felt a presence in the room, and the air grew thick with an unsettling energy. Suddenly, my computer screen flickered, and the stranger's face filled the entire monitor. I tried to scream, but my voice was frozen in my throat. The screen went black, and I was left with an eerie silence. When I finally mustered the courage to turn on the lights, I saw the stranger standing in front of me, his eyes burning with an otherworldly intensity. I tried to run, but my legs were paralyzed with fear. The last thing I remember is the stranger's voice whispering in my ear, "I've been waiting for you." When I came to, I was lying on the floor, the photographs scattered around me. The stranger was nowhere to be seen. But I knew I hadn't imagined the whole thing. The photos were still there, and when I looked at them again, I saw something that made my blood run cold. The stranger was no longer just a background figure. He was now standing right next to me, his arm around my shoulders, and his eyes gleaming with a malevolent light. I realized then that some secrets are better left unspoken, and some mysteries are too terrifying to uncover. The photographs were more than just old relics. They were a doorway to a dark and sinister world, and I had unknowingly unleashed a horror beyond my wildest imagination.